Hello beautiful people and welcome back to an episode in which I would like to present you some battle reports which happened in today's SVS in which we played versus 1508, and I would like also to use these battle reports to make a different point, and this may surprise a lot of you people, especially those of you which are actually watching my videos from the beginning till the end. Anyways, this is what happened today. Was an awesome fight, was a tense fight. Here are the individual points if you want to see. So I was like rank 114 with my 212k. And of course here you see also the rivals. Now of course what you're gonna see in this episode are some battle reports versus these big guys, just in case you're curious. So I have selected a couple of them just for you. So let's start with this one right here, which is Iris, by the way. So I attacked him or her back, but you're gonna see in this video some very crazy battle reports. So let's have a look at the Iris setup right here, which is with a Duke level 7, a Bradley level 7, and Mr. Abad with the level 7. This is my setup here for the tanks right now, what you can see. And of course, let's have a look at the stats. Now what you see here is that Iris doesn't use the newest heavy trooper together with Christ sword set, but have a look at the middle chip right here, DEF of all units and DEF of Air Force, which is absolutely unbelievable. So let's have a look at the stats, by the way. We are looking at the Air Force of Iris. And here it is, 5748, 613 damage increase and 544 damage decrease, absolutely super crazy. And here is the DEF for all units, and of course also the DEF of the Air Force. So that is one battle report here. So let's have a look at the second battle report, and here we see Iris versus Chris, or versus the building in which we were, and this is pretty interesting also to show. So let's have a look also at Chris setup right here with the Navy 777. I have shown you Iris setup for the planes, so we're gonna briefly have a look at Chris stats, by the way, for the Navy. And here they are right here, 4738, 520% damage increase, 554 damage decrease. Looks pretty awesome. And let's have a look at the DEF also. Whoa, a whopping 126.8 DEF of all units for Chris, so pretty awesome setup here. So who else was in that building? A couple of players, also here my friend Colossus. And yeah, probably me also at one point. Mr. Guest Lost, also a very powerful player. And of course, many more. Good, let's have a look into the next battle report, which is Mr. Rustic, which attacked my base. I had 3 heavy troopers in there. Let's have a look at the setup of his tanks right here. So he goes with Striker, with Snake Eyes, and Mr. Po, all level 7. Very nice. And let's have a look at the stats of his tanks. 4.9 and 4.7, yeah, but you see a 529 damage increase and 496 damage decrease. Let's have a look at the DEF of the tanks. 5.9, that's not that high, and the DEF of all units actually not that high, honestly. Good, let's have a look what stopped him. So yeah, second one was my planes, because yeah, you're gonna see my tanks as my main defense, which means in other words, I'm trying to bait you to hit me with Navy. That's why the second line of defense are my planes. So here are the planes, which, yeah, he was lucky because he came with the tanks, of course, but as soon as I come with my Navy, went pretty well. And this is my Navy setup right now with Lila still at 5. Po I put in here with the level 7. I had the Stromoy before with the level 5, so definitely worth it. Let's have a look now at something very, very spicy, which is, of course, me literally getting one-shotted. And this didn't happen one time, this happened several times. And yeah, I don't have to tell you, I was of course under the weakness protection, but yeah, we have this another smaller sin in Top War, which is this War Beast, which should never have been existed, but yeah, guess what? Nowadays we have the special effect, which is a far bigger curse. So here is Iris with the tanks. I showed you Iris tanks, and pretty much, yeah, blowed me away. But that was not the only time I got zeroed again. And this is the second one shot from Iris, by the way, same setup. And of course, wiped pretty much everything in my base. Why am I showing you these battle reports here? Now, I was zeroed, I think, 3 or 4 or 5 times, not sure exactly yet. I must check again my battle reports, because this is one of the strengthening point when it comes down to Top War. So you don't want to believe me? Let me show you something very, very interesting. So let's jump into this game right here, which accidentally also is owned by River Game. But why am I showing you this here? Is because it's a new game, yeah? So here is the key point right here. So have a look, yeah. In order to heal these units, I need to wait like 3 hours. In other words, their business model is to sell speed ups, either for constructing buildings or for training or for healing. So in order for you to understand even better, if you're looking here, this is a unit level 3. But if you have a look here, you can see the maximum level of the units is level 10. And if a couple of level 3 units takes me that long to heal back, imagine how long it will take me to heal a level 10 unit. This is how their business model is reinforced. And this is just one example. And you're gonna say, okay, but this is River Game. Good, let's step aside for a second from River Game products and let me put you 3 other games on the screen. Now granted, this is an older episode which I made, which has actually 3 parts and was made like 1 year ago. And what you see in that episode right there is Guns of Glory, Rise of Empire and State of Survival. Now State of Survival, as far as I know, and Guns of Glory are owned by the same company, which is Fun Plus. And it's literally the same thing. The base model are to sell you speed ups. And this is so much worse than what we have right now in Top War. Because if you do not have units, guess what? You won't even be able to attack the world boss if you want to. And that's why it was so super important for me to connect these battle reports actually with this topic. Because yes, Top War is not in a great shape right now, but it still doesn't change the fact that what I was able to do today in Top War, being able to regenerate very fast my units, being literally zeroed a couple of times, being able to train with speed ups because I have a lot of them and they are 100% free. I never bought a single of them. That is the massive difference between Top War, even though it's an older game and all other games out there. And also a quick side note, all the games I have shown you in this episode, I literally played them, with Guns of Glory being a whopping 5 years me playing it. So anyways, beautiful people, I hope this was a short but very entertaining episode. Leave your thoughts in the comments if you choose so. Of course, I'm gonna link the 3 episodes which I've done 1 year ago. If you guys have the time, if you are interested, you can go watch them. From my perspective, I think it's pretty interesting because even nowadays, kind of every 1.5 to 2 weeks, I'm having a look what other war games, mobile war games are out in order to see have we finally get an alternative to Top War. But as it is right now, even with these crazy special effects, even with this extremely bad matchmaking, I think Top War still has a great fundament, which only lacks a couple of great decisions in order to push this game far further than everything we have right now in the Apple or Google Store or you name it. So beautiful people, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Don't forget to see me in the next episode, and yeah, ciao.